All right, guys, quick video today. I want to gloat a little bit. I told you guys, if you've been listening to my channel over the last couple weeks, I said this was going to be a 100% sell the news event. I told you Bitcoin would probably pump a few $1,000s once the ETF got approved, and then we'd probably go into dump mode. And that's exactly what we're doing. Bitcoin down to 43,609 from 49,000 all the way down to 43. I don't know where we're going to level off. We'll probably level. I mean, this might be the bottom for all I know. But the one thing you have to understand in crypto, almost everything in crypto is sell the news. People get hyped up for news. They plan on it coming for months, and then we get the dump. We're going to get the same thing happening as we lead up to the halving, most likely a month before the halving, a month and a half before the halving. We're going to start to run up again. Maybe we'll be at like $50,000 by the time we get to the halving. And once we hit that halving, we're probably going to get a dump. And then we're probably going to stay there for a couple months. And then we'll start going up, making all-time highs. So this was common sense to me. I never believed we were going to pump much past $48,000. I said 48,000, but we got to 50,000, or we got to 49,000. But I never thought we'd get much above 48,000. I knew so many people would be taking profits. And like I've been saying, this trade is over. Now, even guys like Rand Neuner are just even talking shit about the ETF, just saying how it was lackluster and not really much of a success. So you're starting to see people just kind of flush the toilet on the whole ETF narrative, which is kind of funny.
I'll tell you why I think the ETF launch was a very bad ETF launch. It was really a bad ETF launch. Now, everyone was celebrating, but I don't think they actually read the numbers. So let's look at the numbers. Let's actually break down the numbers. So yes, this is true. The Bitcoin ETF volume hit $4.6 billion on the first day, breaking records. The GLD ETF took almost 2 years to get to 1.5 billion in asset under management. The Bitcoin AUM is going to crash that. He's right. I mean, the Grayscale Trust has over $28 billion in AUM. Let's look at these numbers for a second. Grayscale GBTC Trust, $2.3 billion. BlackRock, $1 billion. Fidelity, $712 million. And if you add up all of these totals together, well, you get $4.6 billion. You can see that's the $4.6 billion over there. Now, let's analyze the numbers even further. So if we look at these numbers even further, we say, okay, there was $4.6 billion traded. You can make an assumption that since Grayscale has got the highest fees, 1.5%, and already have $28 billion in AUM, their fees are 7 times more expensive than any other of the providers. The other providers have got fees ranging from 0.2 to 0.4. Grayscale's got 1.5%. So what you can make an assumption is that everybody that traded the Grayscale GBTC actually traded to exit the GBTC, and there were no purchases of GBTC because no one would purchase something 7 times more expensive in one place than anywhere else. Then the rest of this is the total traded. This is not the total money that was put in, but the total traded. So you've got to make an assumption that not 100% of the remaining $2.3 billion was all buying. Some of it was buying and selling. So let's say that this was 80% buying. So 80% of 2.3 billion, 1.7 billion was buying. The net selling was 2.3 billion. Therefore, I would estimate that about $500 million actually flowed out of Bitcoin yesterday on their first day. Maybe not $500 million, maybe 250.
So the point is, more people were trading out of Bitcoin yesterday and today versus trading in. And that's crypto, guys. People are in these markets to make money. They're in to trade it. You know, the whole narrative of holding Bitcoin forever, holding your crypto forever, that's like the dumb money narrative. 90% of people in crypto are guys like me looking to just trade in and out during the cycles. So for a guy like me, we buy in the bear market and we're going to sell in the bull. We don't really care what happens now. Then you have guys like Rand Neuner and the people he kind of appeals to who are just constantly trading. So most of the people were trading this ETF, and the minute we got it, they all left. So it's nice to have this ETF because it kind of does put the stamp of approval. And as more money comes into the ETF over the years, it's certainly going to help Bitcoin. But on the short term, this was a sell the news event. We've been talking about it all week. You can find my videos. I called this 100%. Most YouTubers were telling you this was going to be an all-time high event. I was listening to some of these YouTubers, I forget one of the guys' names I was listening to, but he was talking about $100,000 Bitcoin, all-time high Bitcoin once we got the ETF. And I'm saying, are you new to crypto? It's always sell the news. No matter what, it's sell the news. So I don't know where Bitcoin's going to level out here. We might be kind of at the bottom right now because we went all the way down to 43. On the positive news, the altcoins actually are holding on pretty good. Solana's only down $5. XRP still at 57 cents. Cardano 55. I mean, overall, considering the dump, it's like kind of like it's like a Bitcoin fluctuation right now. But you can't deny that this was a 100% a sell the news event. Just like we predicted. So not going to make a long video. I actually have been predicting for about a couple weeks now. We're probably going to go into a boring phase. I don't think much is going to be happening for crypto in the next couple of months. Now, of course, once we get a month before that halvening, you're going to have people putting the halvening clocks on their channel. CNBC is going to start talking about the halvening. Then we're going to get a pump back up. Then the minute we hit the halvening, then we're going to get a dump. So that's why I always said, for me, I don't expect to be in all-time highs for Bitcoin until the end of the summer. At least 3 to 6 months after the halvening. Everything that's happening right now is noise. But it is interesting, and we are making legs up in Bitcoin. But the one thing about crypto people is they're just not very patient. Like, to me, this is kind of fun. I'm like, I wasn't expecting much to happen till the end of the summer going into next year anyway. But people just want that all-time high today. We got the ETF. Now I want all-time high. Guys, making money doesn't work like that. You have to put in the time and you have to put in the suffering. And the suffering is watching Bitcoin go from $49,000. Because think about it. A lot of people bought Bitcoin yesterday at $48,000, $49,000. Now we're down to $43,000. Those people are unfortunately the dumb money. But if they hold, they'll probably be able to sell it like $100,000 and $120,000. And you also have to look at the stock market. The stock's down, or the Dow's down 150 points today. Stock market's been pretty volatile since the start of the year, and Bitcoin kind of follows that as well. You're also seeing a lot of companies right now cut jobs. See, my biggest thing is I know we're going to go into one of the worst recessions, one of the worst economies we've had in a long time. I just don't know what's going to happen. Most people are probably predicting it's going to happen next year or at the end of this year. I'm just hoping that it doesn't mess up this crypto bull run. So for me, I'm looking to get out of crypto as soon as I get the gains I'm looking for. I'm praying to God by the end of the summer, Cardano's up 10x, Theta's up 10x or 15x, Bitcoin's at like almost $100,000, $70,000, $80,000, and I can start getting out of crypto because I do expect we're due for it. It has nothing to do with politics, it has nothing to do with Biden being president, Trump being president. We're due for a flush out in these traditional markets. Real estate's way too high. People are broke. Most blue collar people don't have any money. It's just the way it is. Everything's expensive. Everything's doubled in price. And I think the whole economy needs to kind of implode. I think the housing market needs to implode. I'm actually looking to sell my Airbnb property that I've been telling you guys about forever. That's listed for sale right now. I'm looking to get maximum profit for that. Then this time next year, I expect real estate to be a lot cheaper, and I'm looking to go all in on real estate. So I'm really looking right now to just like, over the next year, take profits on the things I bought over the years, like crypto and real estate, and then after the crash, get back in. But we are due just by cycle. I mean, the car market's crazy. My friend bought a $70,000 F-150. He's got a $1,000 a month payment. Nobody can afford any of this stuff. And even if you can afford it, it's like, you're just wasting your money. The cheapest car people are buying is $40,000, $50,000. Then they're getting insurance on top of that. They're paying $1,500 a month between car insurance and car. And these are regular people, nurses, plumbers, private investigators like me. Like, people can't afford that stuff. That's why I drive a 2015 Mazda 3 with 100,000 miles on it, because it's cheap to insure and it'll run forever. But I do expect a crash, and I'm hoping the crash in the stock market does not happen until like the end of this year going into next year, because that would kind of hurt crypto. But guys, overall, we called it. We said it's going to be a sell the news event. We actually called it 100%. We said it's going to be a few $1,000s pump followed by a dump. And wow. I'm proud of myself. But this is crypto. I could publish this video and then Bitcoin's back to $50,000 in an hour. But I gotta gloat a little bit. But overall, guys, don't let this scare you out. This is crypto. The beauty of the volatility. That's how you make money, with the volatility. So without volatility, you don't make money. So don't let this scare you. You just gotta wait to the next catalyst, which is the halvening. Like and subscribe. Talk to you later.